And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh man, it's going on all around the world. What I'm seeing, cryptocurrency is being set up all around the world. This whole world run on cryptocurrencies. It's going to run on crypto. It's going to run on blockchain technology. We're seeing all this. You know, we're early. That's why it's like, man, why is it taking so long? I know. It just has to happen like this. You are in these cryptos and you're ready and waiting. Oh man, let it happen. Let it happen. Crypto, come on. Why is this taking so long? Come on. Then you got other people who haven't even heard about this, or if they've heard about these cryptos, they're like, I don't even understand what it is. What we're watching, what I'm showing you each day is fundamental adoption of crypto. The biggest businesses in the world are all setting up their crypto accounts, their crypto futures, their crypto businesses. That's all we watch on this program. When this happens officially and we're all rich, I have no idea. Like, I'm not going to complain. Here's my mindset. You can choose your own mindset if you want. My mindset is I'm in early. I'm watching all of this go down. People I know, they have no idea about this, but I'm watching it. I missed out on Bitcoin personally. You know, if I would have been like this 20 years ago and shit, if I would have been observant like I am now, I would have dumped so much. I'd be a billionaire right now from Bitcoin. I would have dumped all my money into that shit. But I was using it back in the old days, 2008, 9. Well, not quite that early, but I was using it to buy shit overseas in China. Because they wanted me to pay in Bitcoin. I'm like, what is this Bitcoin stuff? Like, and then I'd pay it, and I'm like, why do these people want this? This is so fucking stupid. Why don't we just use a MasterCard or something? What is this? I didn't have any idea what I was doing. I don't remember buying it. I don't remember how I bought it and how I sent it. It's amazing, but somehow I did. This is where we're going. You know, we don't get to choose how fast this happens. What you get to choose by watching Crypto Hulk Show, you get to choose what cryptos you want to buy, but not when all this takes off. Do you see how this goes? It's not you. It's you're here early. We're all here early. Even if you just got in right now, you still got a chance to walk away with millions. This is still an opportunity for you. It's not over. Hasn't even started. People like, I'm trying to make profits off my cryptos, but we haven't even taken off yet. What the hell? You see how some people are? They don't quite get there. I want to buy it today, sell it tomorrow. Buy it today, sell it tomorrow. If I can't make money tomorrow, man, this is just, I can't handle it. I'm going to lose my patience. That's how these people are. I'm trying to show you on this channel using real world cryptos. I'm showing you articles. I'm showing you how yesterday the stock markets are all hooking up now with crypto. They're starting. Everything is going to be crypto. Law, AI is going to, medicine. You're going to have artificial intelligence and crypto running the crypto. See, when we got in with crypto back in 2020 when the shows first started, May of 2020. When we first got into crypto, we didn't hear nothing about AI. We didn't hear nothing about Web3, barely. None of that stuff. Decentralized, fine, DeFi. We didn't really hear anything about that. Flare popped up and then kind of disappeared. Remember these other crypto shows? Oh, I'm buying Decentraland. Oh, I'm going to back the truck up. Remember all that dumb shit? That was like 5 years ago. They're talking these other crypto channels. I won't talk about their names. I won't mention the names of these channels. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get me some Decentraland. I'm like, well, how did that work out? No, that didn't even work out at all, did it? All the DeFi shit, the Flare network. Oh, Flare is going to be this and that. Here we are 5 years later. Ain't shit happened. Well, you got 4 years of Democratic destruction of crypto. Joe Biden, Gary Gensler, and all the Democrats, Elizabeth Warren, Maxine Waters, just shut down all the crypto. That's who we have to blame. These people shut it down. And I'll tell you what. Now, this is what I've seen and what I believe that I've saw is just crypto, like, and I'll use that term generically. Crypto achieved certain things, and then they stopped, and they said, okay, let's let the rest of the world catch up. And they look left and right. Okay, oh, you need more time? Okay. Hey, you hurry up over there. Hey, Gary Gensler, come over here and stall everything for 4 years. Basically what happened. Let me take a look here. Maxine. Have my meeting with Anderson today. That's the Crypto Hulk lawyer. Almaden Lamaden Entertainment. I'm just looking through the comments here. I just wanted to start the show off with that. You all are super early. Now, if you put money in the right cryptocurrencies, so you're getting all these for cheap right now, you are at the very beginning still. We haven't taken off. We've been sitting on the runway for 5.5 years on this program. You're still early to crypto. It's not too late at all. You are literally watching the biggest banks, the biggest investment companies in the world, all getting set up with crypto. That's what we're seeing right now. Like, I'm reading off articles every day about the biggest of the big. And they're getting this hooked up with crypto. They're getting their tokenization hooked up. They're doing this. They're all getting hooked up. And then you get people that don't know, and they're like, yeah, I wish crypto prices would go up, man. Oh, man. Oh. But when that happens, guess what? You're priced out, aren't you? Yep, yes, you are. If XRP goes to $1,000 tomorrow, that'd be awesome and stuff, right? But guess what? Everybody's priced out. You're done. Normally you spend $200, $300 a month on crypto or whatever. It's going to take you 5 months now to buy one XRP. You see how all this works? So it's people like, oh man, I wish it would take off. That's how I hear it, man. This takes off when it does. We are all here early. A lot of people have no idea what we're talking about. Like, if I'm sitting in a restaurant and I'm like, hey, how much HBAR do you got? Somebody's going to look at me like, they don't even know what I'm talking about. That's how early we are. It'd be like taking it back to 2009 and be like, hey, how much Bitcoin do you want? People would be like, what? How much what? What are you talking about? This is where we're at. We're early. We watch this program And we can see, like, years ago, I told you things. It's happening now. Every day, something happens. We move closer. I don't know when that day is. Everything takes off. I'm trying to accumulate every month crypto. Until then, it's kind of like I don't want crypto to take off, but I do. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm accumulating every month. I know the cryptos. I know the cryptos that are going to be used for the future. I'm showing you every fucking show. I show you the cryptos they are using to set up the future. It's amazing. They're cheap. We can afford them. They're like, some of them are 5 cents. Some of them are 30 cents. Some of them are $2 each. Like, we're looking at all this right now because one day we're going to look back. Oh, here's what you're going to say, not me. I'm not going to say this at all because I'm buying the cryptos every month. You're going to be like, oh, man, I should have got a loan. I got this one guy from the Philippines, Shah. That's his name, Shah. We're going to connect. He got a loan for about $5,000. I think he's from Indonesia or Malaysia. One of the two. He lives in either Indonesia or Malaysia. He's a $500 member. And finally, he was able to get a loan. He's like, you know what? I got to get all this stuff now. He's like, I don't need... He realizes that he thinks to himself, I'm already paying $300 a month on crypto. I might as well get it all now while it's cheap. And then I just keep paying my $300 like I normally pay. When he gets a loan, just pay like you normally pay already. So it's not like you're doing anything out of the ordinary. You're still going to pay your $300. It's just you're getting all your crypto now while it's cheap, because later, if it goes up in 3 months or 6 months from now, who knows what happens? Maybe the crypto dips and goes down. Maybe it goes up. I don't know. For me personally, I just get loans. When I see a crypto or gold or whatever I've done in my past, I've always taken loans. I just pay it off. And you know why I don't care about interest? I mean, when I bought that gold, I don't know, like a year and a half ago or whatever it was, I maybe paid $500 for interest. It took me about a year to pay off all the gold, year and a half. Now, 2 of the credit cards didn't have interest. It was like the first year was free or whatever, the introductory. But see, I don't care what I paid on interest. Doesn't matter, because I made 10, 20,000 plus. I'm not saying how much I made off the gold. I don't care about it. So I paid 1,000 in interest. So fucking what? I look at how much interest do I pay and how much do I make? And if I make 20, 30, 40x more than the interest, then what the fuck do I care about the interest cost? Like, that shit doesn't matter to me. Then gold. I bought the gold for 2,000. This is the last time I bought gold. I was buying gold coins for 2,000 a piece. Now they're worth like $5,200 each. I'm like, whoa. So do I care about if I paid $1,000 that year, or let's just say $1,500 in interest for a year? Fuck, I don't care about that shit. You know how much money I made off gold? Actually, I don't even care how much I paid. Dumb people do the dollar cost average shit because they're too much of a pussified male. Just get the shit while it's cheap. I don't care about interest costs. That shit doesn't fucking matter. Same thing with my XRP. Right now, let me take a look. When I got my XRP originally in 2020, it was all loan. Right now, I'm 8x. I'm 8x up on my crypto, 800%. When I bought XRP, the money I originally put in is 800% more right now. I don't care the interest that it cost me for a year and a half or whatever it was, a year. I bought all my crypto. It probably took me, I don't know, year and a half to pay it all off in 2020. I don't care about the interest. I look at it right now. I'm up 800%. I don't fucking care. The interest that I paid was 1% of what I got right now. That's what this $500 member, he called me yesterday. I couldn't really talk to him. I tried to get back, couldn't get a hold of him, but now he's got $5,000. He wants to know probably my top 5 and then my top 10. And then we're going to discuss what would be the safest cryptos, the ones that I would probably have him invest in. We're going to talk about those and why I'm going to pick those. Now, he's going to do what he wants, but he wants a second opinion. So we're going to go over that, and good luck to him. Good luck to everybody. Let's look right here, the Flare Network. Here's a crypto I don't really talk about much. It's very quiet. Let me do a copy paste. Make sure you got it. Okay. Let me check something here. XRP goes institutional. Flare Networks unveils new infrastructure support. This article is from TradingView. XRP is taking a divisive, let me check here. XRP is taking a divisive step toward institutional relevance. That is what's up. Toward institutional relevance as Flare Networks unveils new infrastructure designed to support enterprise-grade financial use cases. For years, XRP has been recognized for its speed and efficiency in cross-border payments, and XRP has often been discussed as a liquidity asset. An XRP liquidity asset, but with limited programmability and on-chain utility. Flare's latest move changes that equation, unlocking new layers of functionality that position XRP as more than just a settlement token. Flare Network is taking concrete steps to activate XRP for institutional grade financial infrastructure. In a recent Genfinity interview that was revealed on X, the Flare Network team breaks down how infrastructure is enabling traditionally idle digital assets, starting with XRP, to participate in a programmable financial system. I want you to see this right now. So everybody has crypto, okay? Now, and we have crypto just sitting there, locked up in custody or whatever it is. And what we're going to see in the future is you could have like, okay, you know how you have stocks and bonds or whatever it is? You guys own stocks and Seals Q. Are you making money off that now? No, you're not. You own the stock, and when it goes up, it goes up, and when it goes down, it goes down. But are you lending it, leasing it? No. This is what the future is going to be. Decentralized finance. You own your home, okay? You have, let's say right now I got $100,000 equity in my house or whatever, let's say. Some of you have 500,000 equity in your house. Some of you have $1 million equity in your house, and so forth, okay? But what are you doing? Now, some of you are renting out. Let's say you own a house. Okay, you own a house and it's empty. Okay, you own a house and it's empty. Is that house making you money? Well, every year you own the house, it goes up. And then at a certain point, it starts going down in value because it gets old. The house gets old, starts falling apart. The neighborhood's shitty. You got people pimping and prostituting and selling drugs and dope and gang banging and all kinds of stuff. Eventually that happens to all the neighborhoods, unless, people take care of the neighborhood. What this article is showing us here is we're now, Flare is starting to come out. And that means something. I've been watching this. Flare came out, I think, right when Trump left office. He left office. Flare comes out. We didn't have Gary Gensler quite just yet. Flare starts to take off. Gary Gensler comes in and everything goes in for a nosedive. On purpose. Gary was amazing at what he did. He did nothing. Absolutely amazing. He did an amazing job at doing nothing. He really did. What we're seeing in this article here, Flare is showing us what's going to happen. I've been waiting for Flare's always been this interesting. I've got Flare. I own Flare, FLR. You can buy it at Caleb and Brown. Buy it at Caleb and Brown. This is not a subliminal message. This is an order, a direct order. Now, what's going to happen is we are all going to use that house that is vacant. You could rent it out to make money. But you could also tokenize it to make money as well. Oh, dang, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, that's what is going to be happening with Flare. Your crypto assets are going to be utilized so you can make money off them while it increases every day. Just like a house. You put a tenant in there, you rent it out, and then you tokenize that house. Now you're making money more than one way. Appreciation while it's going up, the value of the house, renting it out, and then tokenize it. That's 3 ways to make money on a house. See, the old school way, these people say, oh, don't buy a house because you lock your money up and you can't do anything with it. Well, you can actually rent it out. Okay, so now your house is working for you. But now you can you can literally buy a house. Let's say you own it outright. And you could literally rent out that house that you own and then stake it and make money off giving loans on the value of your house. Like, that's amazing. Okay. That's where all this is going in the future. Everybody owns stocks, and this and that. How many people have tokenized their own stock portfolio? Like, if you own the stock, that's yours. So then you can go tokenize that and give loans and make another 15% a year, 10% a year on shit you already own that's not making you any money. That's where all this goes. This is what Flare is about. Flare is a Ripple partner. Flare Networks is taking concrete steps to activate XRP for institutional grade financial infrastructure. In a recent Gentrify interview that was revealed on X, the Flare Network team breaks down how its infrastructure is enabling traditionally idle crypto to participate in a programmable financial system. See, a lot of people have no idea. They have a house, they're making payments, but they're not making money on it. What if you have a house that's worth $700,000? You own $300,000 of it, and you're just making your payments every month. Are you making money on the house? And you live in the house. Are you making money off it besides appreciation? Hopefully we're in the appreciation stage, not in the depreciation. But are you making money off it? No. You got $300,000 that you could be making 10% a year on. That's $30,000 a year. That's like $2,500 a month paycheck you just discovered. You see where this goes? This crypto, you're sitting on a house, you're making payments, you got $300,000 in equity on your house. You could tokenize your house, that $300,000. See, here's where the banks are going to start fighting all this stuff. Now, I got good news, good news and bad news. The bad news is I think the banks are in the home mortgage people and all that. I think they're going to win out over us. I don't know. Because if you got that $300,000 in equity and you loan that if you become a bank or a lending, you go to a staking facility. These banks, think about this now. They're not, that's why this is taking so long. Another reason is because these banks don't want you to become a bank. You see where this goes? If you own $300,000 of your house, like Flair's talking about doing DeFi here, right? I don't know if this government's going to let us do all this because that means we're going to get rich and they're not. That $300,000 you own, if you're pulling 10% a year interest, that's $30,000. There's your fucking house payment right there on your $700,000 house. That's a majority of your house payment. It's like you're taking loans out on your house. People are taking loans, and you're making 10% a year on $300,000. That's $30,000 a year. That's like $2,500 a month. Maybe your house, maybe you only have to come up with $500 to make a $3,000 a month house payment. Whatever your loan costs, I have no idea. But it's probably somewhere around in there, $3,000 a month for a $700,000 house or whatever. And if you got 300, that's where this goes. You own land. You're somebody, you live out in wherever you live, and you own land. You own an acre or 30 acres somewhere. Maybe that land is worth, let's say, $1 million, right? You're not making money off that. But now with Flare and DeFi, you tokenize your land, you got $1 million, you're making $100,000 a year. That's like $8,000 a month. Oh. That's where this ends up with Flare. The discussion makes it clear that XRP is the first implementation, not the final destination. However, the Flare broader objective is to activate multiple digital assets with a unified framework that prioritizes usability, security, and seamless integration. This is what Flare is doing. They've got, this is so massive. You got SBI Bank involved in this. That's like one of the biggest banks in Japan. They're like Ripple partners. Like, this is where we're going. I don't know when we're going to get there. Like I said, I have no idea the timelines and stuff. This is where it goes. Let's say you have a car. It's worth X amount. You can tokenize your car. Now, every year, yeah, your car dips in value. And but maybe you go out and buy a $75,000 truck, which is very easy to do. That's not even hard at all. 75,000, shit, that's easy. But let's say out of that 75,000, you tokenize it. You only tokenize 35 because it's probably going to lose half its value in 5 years. So let's say, but then you got $35,000. 10% of that is $3,500 a year. You just made $300 a month by tokenizing that truck. $300 a month can go towards payments or whatever you want it to go for. That's where this ends up. I don't know when, but Flare is a Ripple partner, and they're going to try to figure out how you can use your XRP when it's at $500 a piece or whatever it goes to. Flare is going to help you do DeFi to make money off your crypto. That's what it's all for. This is where this goes. I don't know when all this happens. I know that it will because I've been watching it for 5 years. I've been watching Flare for 5 years, wondering when all this stuff's going to take off. That's your Flare article. There, January 7th, it's called XRP-Fi, long-term strategy announced. Flare focuses on programmable financial infrastructure for XRP. So this is where all this goes. Let's go into another article here. Let's talk about Bank Social. Now, I don't have the actual article. I did a little research. They're meeting in Davos. The top richest people in the world are meeting in Davos. And Bank Social was actually a keynote speaker there. One of the things you want to look at, did your crypto get invited to Davos? And if the answer is no, then sucks being you. Because Bank Social was at Davos. Bank Social is a fintech and blockchain platform designed to bridge traditional finance and DeFi. It provides plug-and-play infrastructure for financial institutions, particularly credit unions and then banks. You're going to have the ability to integrate self-custody wallets, digital asset trading, all this stuff with Bank Social, which I own an insane amount. I'm just waiting for Bank Social to hit $10, and I'm really, I think, done with crypto. If Bank Social hits $10, I think I'm completely fucking done with crypto, and I'm retired for good. And kind of like the drink, I'm like, adios, motherfucker. All right. Bank Social has self-custody digital wallets, peer-to-peer global payments, crypto and stock trading, DeFi lending, on and on. Let me go over the latest news with Bank Social. Bank Social's hooked up with Hedera. I mean, it's just massive. One of the founders of Bank Social had 25 years in the United States Secret Service. Bank Social has a FedNow license. I mean, we can go on and on with Bank Social. Bank Social attended Davos, the World Economic Forum, Davos. In November of 2025, Bank Social got the first FedNow instant payment license for a credit union. Oh, shit. Told you so. Let's look at the Bank Social. The Bank Social is partnered with 600 credit unions and they have a FedNow license, a United States of America Federal Reserve license. They're partnered with the Hashgraph Group, that's HBAR. They're a member of the Global Blockchain Consortium. That is Hedera, XRP, Algorand, Cardano, Ethereum. You got IBM as a partner of Bank Social, Google, and law enforcement, according to Grok here. You got Ripple as a partner and Solana. And the DREC Alliance. Bank Social attended Davos a couple days ago. Very, very few cryptos are allowed to be at Davos. Those are the ones. If you see your crypto at Davos, that pretty much tells you you're on the right track. If your crypto's not at Davos, I would be concerned. Bank Social, a fintech platform integrating traditional banking with blockchain for credit unions and institutions, attended. Bank Social attended the World Economic Forum at Davos in Switzerland, January 19th through the 23rd of 2026. The event's theme was a spirit of dialogue, emphasizing collaboration on global challenges. That means a coming together. They're coming together, including AI, technology, financial innovation. Bank Social's participation focused on bridging regulated finance with crypto, aligning with their mission to provide compliant, self-custody crypto tools and tokenized liquidity networks. The CEO, John Wingate, represented the company in multiple sessions. He highlighted AI in finance, tokenized assets, Web3, cross-border finance. See, that's why I have Bank Social, because they get invited to the World Economic Forum. There's very, very, very few cryptos that made it there. Bank Social is one of those that made it there. I am so in deep with this Bank Social crypto. I fucking love it. Like literally, if Bank Social went to $10, I don't know if I'd be making this channel anymore. Just trying to be honest. Because when my Bank Social hits $10, oh my God, like I'm done sitting here. I really am. Like it's not worth my time. Like I had 5.5 good years of helping people, but I can only do so much. If that Bank Social hits, holy shit. Bank Social has partnerships with Hedera, Ripple, and credit unions. Bank Social was teasing major announcements. Bank Social positioned itself as representing community institutions in global dialogues. Bank Social was in the Dubai Sovereign Launchpad. It's a Web3 policy for tokenization and cross-border finance. See where Bank Social's getting into? They're getting set up for something very, very massive. Bank Social's liquidity network includes Hedera, Ripple, and Solana. At Davos on January 20th, 2026, the CEO of Bank Social, Mr. Wingate, spoke in the where quantum meets finance. Now, we just got done saying Bank Social's hooked up with HBAR, Hedera. Hedera is not hackable by a quantum computer. Hedera is working with Seals Q and WiseSat and WiseKey. Bank Social is a partner of Hedera. Bank Social is quantum resistant. There you go. All the credit unions are quantum resistant. And guess who spoke with Hedera? And that's Standard Chartered. That's a massive Ripple partner. They have something called Zodiac Custody. Zodiac Custody is crypto custody. Medico, that's what that is. Bank Social spoke at Davos. Standard Chartered was there directly with them giving this conference. They're partners. Bank Social's quantum resistant. That's massive right there. I'm just waiting for this Bank Social to hit $10. That's all I need. $5 even. Shit. I'm just waiting for it to hit $5. At $5, I will be blown away. On January 21 at 2026, Bank Social attended World Computer Day, and they discussed AI, technology, societal impacts, a session on emerging technologies, emphasized policy for responsible adoption, tying into Bank Social's, it's called Neuron, N-U-R-O-N, AI. Bank Social has their own AI. They're also quantum computer resistant to an attack because they're partnered up with HBAR and Ripple. Ripple's a partner of Algorand, just saying. And HBAR. Ripple's also a partner of Chainlink. That a key focus at World Economic Forum in Davos for 2026 was regulatory clarity for digital assets with stablecoins and tokenization, highlighted as bridges between traditional finance, DeFi, and Bank Social explicitly tied their attendance to these topics, discussing the stalled Digital Asset Market Clarity Act of 2025, which is the Clarity Act. So everything's being stalled. Gary Gensler's gone. It's not just Gary. We poke fun at Gary. He's like the whipping boy. But there's somebody, there's some organization holding things back right now. Gary's gone. But then you got the Democrats fighting this shit so bad. They don't want crypto taken off. There's something going on why the Democrats don't want this shit taken off. They're always investor protection. Man, shut up with that fucking stupid ass shit, okay? They're always talking about some shit like that. Oh, you guys can't have staking. You can't stake your crypto. The Democrats are so afraid of this. But yet we read institutional investors will be staking, but we can't because it's dangerous. It's dangerous for us to make 10% on our crypto a year for staking. That's dangerous, but it's perfectly A-okay for the institutional investors to do the same fucking thing. The Democrats, which are supposed to be for the people, the small people, they're trying to not even allow us to stake our own stable coins. What the fuck is that all about? This Clarity Act shit It was introduced May of 2025 and passed by the House. Those are the Republicans in charge in July of 2025. So there's something going on with people in the government. It's because the banks, look, they're fighting for control over this crypto because they don't want people like you and me. If I'm worth $100 million and I'm making 10% on my crypto every year, just from that, that's what I'm making $1 million a year. That's like $80,000 a month paychecks. I'm making 20 grand a week. The government doesn't want us to be rich. It wants us to be dependent upon them. That's very clear when you see what they're doing. We got the Clarities Act, Genius Act and shit. And Bank Social is right there at Davos talking about all this. Then we got Zebec. ZBCN crypto. All these cryptos you can buy at Caleb and Brown. But here's Zebec at Davos. Zebec, formerly known as the Zebec Protocol, is a multi-chain blockchain infrastructure project focused on real-time payments. Originally launched on Solana in 2021, it expanded to over 18 blockchains. Zebec is a governance and utility crypto, enabling fee payments, staking, ecosystem incentives. Zebec enables continuous real-time financial flows. Debit cards, cross-border. Zebec is partnered with Circle Ventures, Solana, of course. Zebec is integrated with Ethereum, Binance, Near protocol. Zebec has 50 integrations. You got Chainlink, MasterCard, Visa, Circle, Ondo, Dash, NatPay, Stellar, JP Morgan, Tangem, Facet, Privy, Archax, Uphold, World Mobile, Peppy Hub, Bonk, B-O-N-K, Science Card. It's rumored that they're partnered with Ripple, Bank of America, Nacha Payments Council. Zebec is really cheap right now. The venture capital they've got 40 companies backing Zebec. Alameda Research, Animoca Brands, Ripple. Lightspeed, which backs Ripple, is a partner. This is massive. JP Morgan's involved, Bank of America, BNY Mellon. Very interesting. So Zebec was at Davos. Why is my computer froze up? That's weird. I can't get my computer. Wow, wait. Okay, so now my computer doesn't even work. And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Yeah, my keyboard stopped working. I had no control over the computer. I couldn't do anything at all. Very interesting. So I turned all of it off and turned it back on again. Fed's locked keyboard. You still seem to be working on my end. Yeah, I just had to unplug the whole computer and turn it back on again. Okay. So the Zebec was at Davos. Very interesting. Now, next, there's a Korean article. Oh, right here. Look what's going on in Korea. Little news here. Google Play. Google Play is going to ban overseas crypto exchanges from South Korea. So if you live in South Korea, you won't be able to have access to crypto exchanges unless you use like VPNs and stuff. Don't want to advise you on how to do that, but it can be done. Google Play Store will require all crypto platforms to register as a VASP, Virtual Asset Service Provider, with the Korean authorities to offer apps in the region starting January 28th. You know what I'm noticing? Something's happening like February 1st. Like things are switching up. All of a sudden, I'm noticing reporting like I got a notice. I got notified by Caleb Brown that they're going to start reporting to the IRS and shit February 1st. And now we're reading this right here, South Korea, pretty much February 1st, same kind of thing. They're going to require all platforms to register with the South Korean government. Like something is occurring. Like they're getting set up. All these countries and companies, I'm seeing it happen right here. This means that Android users in South Korea will not have access to Binance, Bybit, or OKX and other global platforms through mobile applications. South Korea's Google Play Store will ban unregistered overseas cryptocurrency exchanges and software wallets from being listed or updated in the country, according to Google's official policy page. Android users in South Korea will no longer be able to download or update apps for unregistered overseas cryptocurrency exchanges, such as Binance. Wow. This is very interesting what's going on. Remember what I said 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago? You know what I said? Right now, we got 100 exchanges, and in the end, we'll have 10. It's all starting to go that way, isn't it? Sure looking like it to me. I told you all this 5.5 years ago. As of today, only 27 domestic platforms, including major exchanges, have completed registration with the South Korean government. Prominent global exchanges such as Binance, Bybit, OKX have not registered with Korean authorities, meaning their apps will effectively be blocked starting February 1st, 2026. Meanwhile, web-based access to these exchanges remains possible through your desktop computer and other mobile browsers. So as long as you don't have Google Play, you're okay. Very interesting. This may have a serious impact on global exchanges, noting that many South Korean retail investors rely on overseas platforms for higher leverage, arbitrage opportunities, and access to a wider range of token listings. Yep, we're seeing it right here. It's all starting, everybody. Again, I don't know how long all this takes, but it's very interesting. Last article, we're going to talk about Bermuda. We got 2 minutes. I'll give it 5 minutes. Copy and a paste. Now, listen to what we got going on here. Bermuda, this tiny little islands, the islands of Bermuda, teams up with Coinbase and Circle, aiming to build a fully on-chain community. This is very interesting. The government of Bermuda said it's working with Coinbase and Circle to build what it described as a fully on-chain economy. Using digital assets as everyday financial infrastructure. I've never heard of a country doing this. The initiative aims to pilot stablecoin payments across government agencies, expand Circle adoption among local businesses, and support financial institutions integrating tokenization and other digital finance tools. The government of Bermuda said it plans to transform the island into a fully on-chain national economy, partnering with Coinbase and Circle to deploy crypto infrastructure across government, business, and consumers. The plan was unveiled Monday at the World Economic Forum. Oh, see what we got going on here? It was unveiled at the meeting in Davos, Switzerland. Outlines Bermuda's ambition to integrate crypto-based payments and financial tools at a national level. We're seeing it right here happen. Bermuda, local banks will be involved, insurers, small to mid-sized businesses, consumers. What I feel is this is a test for the entire world. This is a test. You got to get a country to do this. Look, Bermuda, if it collapses, look, nobody fucking cares, okay? This is perfect. You get a little country that, in the scheme of things, is meaningless. You hook up the government with crypto. This is the perfect test rat. This is a test. And Bermuda's going to run 100%. They're going to be able to see the good, the bad, the ugly. All of this in Bermuda. And then this is what I think they're going to use. And then another country is going to do it. Like the small little ones. I want you to see all this. These small little tiny countries. I'll bet you the Philippines will be in there and shit, and Thailand. All these little Peru, Bolivia and Peru. All these little tiny ass little countries and shit. You're gonna see this. I think they have to go first. Like I've been telling you, you got to let all the poor people go first because we're ready. The big countries like the G20, they're all ready to go. It's these little countries we got to get up and running, and that's what I'm guessing. And I mean, look, you got Coinbase. Who's Coinbase partnered with? BlackRock, the biggest financial investment company in the entire world, BlackRock. And who's the other partner of Coinbase? JP Morgan, the world's biggest bank. You got Bermuda hooked up with the world's biggest bank and investment company. And if you want to call it crypto exchange, it's like a match made in heaven. You got Bermuda at Davos showing the world they're going to run 100% crypto. This is a big deal. What we're seeing, this is real, like, this is the ultimate in real world adoption. You've got a country ready to run crypto 100%, run the whole economy. That's going to show the whole entire world, what are they doing over there? And it works. It works. Whether 6 months, a year from now, they'll have run on crypto for a whole year, not one problem. The rest of the world will be like, wait a second. Why don't we do this? But this is going to set off all these little countries doing the same fucking thing. You'll see. All the little countries. And we are at the 1 hour, 3 minutes. We're done. Let me check something here. St. Kitts and Nevis. Yeah, those tiny little countries, what, they're doing the same thing? I remember something on St. Kitts. We read on St. Kitts like a year ago or something. Long time ago. Oh, Bermuda is working with HBAR. Hedera, just saying. Confirmation on some of our holdings. Thank you. Slim chance. Okay, that is it. Crypto Hulk show is over. Now, you can't stay here, but you don't have to go home.